Hello guys, this is Siri from Siri Tutor Blogs. So today we are going to look into the live example on how to create a web UI automation framework from the scratch. So in our last session, I have explained you the project structure and the technologies we need. So please go visit the previous session to get more in detail on how to set up the project and everything. Now let's get started with the project creation. So I'm gonna open an Eclipse project here. I'm gonna create a new Maven project here. Let's do that. Mm, and I'm gonna create a new workspace here. Um, let's see. Um, I think it is okay. Yeah. Um, let's create it here. Okay, it's gonna launch. The Eclipse. So for this project, we are going to do everything on Eclipse IDE. Okay, guys, and we are going to create a Maven project. Okay, so create Maven project. Click on next, and over here you have to say Maven hyphen archetype hyphen quick start. Okay, so this is the one you have to select. Um, and the group ID is com dot um, yeah, com dot automation. Let's say com dot automation, and we'll just say web UI automation framework. Okay, and click on finish. Let's close this welcome page. Just say S here, and here we go. We got this Maven structure ready for us. So before going into the coding, before diving into the coding, let's see what are we going to code on. So let's take one website, guys. Maybe I will. You can take any website, doesn't matter. For now, I'm gonna take. Maybe I'll take this with w3schools.com, and let's play with this website a bit. I'm gonna show you maybe a login page. So let's um, and we are going to um, see. Um, I have registered my um, account here. So you can take any of your any websites, doesn't matter. I'll show you how to search for the XPath and everything and how to automate it. So we'll just do only this part, and then we'll see how. Okay. So we'll just log in inside this, and once it is logged in, it will land up in a welcome page, I think. I don't remember. Yeah, W3 schools welcome page. Um, yeah, let's do this, and then we can we'll see how we can go further. Okay, where is the log off button, log out button here? Mhm. Where is the log out button here? Let's log out. Yeah. So this is what we are going to do. And then Yeah, we'll see. Okay, where is our project? Our project is here. Let's create, as said, it's going to create these folders, but we are going to create some packages. Okay, we'll create a framework. Let's create a package. Let's name it as framework. Okay, and then over here we'll create a class called framework core. Okay, let's create a class called framework core. And what this class does is it just does the basic core functionality for invoking a Selenium WebDriver. Okay, that is what we are going to do um, in this class. So let's get started. Let's declare first. We have to get the handle of a WebDriver, right? So let's declare private static uh, WebDriver. Okay, and driver. So we just need a WebDriver. That's it. And before, yeah, it's not able to recognize, it doesn't have any ports. So the first foremost important thing we have to do is plug in or download all the plugins into pom.xml. So the way we do it is in the dependency section, whatever so as said in the previous session, we are going to use TestNG, not JUnit. So let's get rid of the JUnit. Let's make sure that we are not going to get any errors here. Okay, let's get rid of all this dependency management JUnit thing. And let's get rid of this whole thing. Okay, all right. Save it. The error should go away. But there is again a error here in the test, or yeah, that's common. We are still writing this class, so it will be there. So just hold on there for a minute. Let's tackle this one. Why is it coming error? Okay, it's using a JUnit test cases here. So let's get rid of this whole class for now. Yeah, we got rid of it. And let's download the plugins from let's download it all the dependencies into the pom.xml. Here first let's go to Maven repository here. Okay, let's go to Maven MVN repository, and then just let's take what do we need is a Selenium Java. Okay, this is the plugin to get our WebDriver. So let's keep this plugin into this dependency section. Okay, and then we need TestNG. We need TestNG, right? So let's see. Let's get the TestNG dependency here. Okay, and let's put it here. Uh, okay, and then we need one more thing, which is called as a WebDriver manager. Okay, let's go back to our this repository WebDriver manager. Okay. WebDriver manager. Okay, and yeah, this is Bonnie Bonnie Garcia WebDriver manager. This is what we need. Okay. Let's put it here. Okay. So let's get started with these dependencies, and then we'll go based on our requirement. Okay. Let's go back to that save it, let the dependencies download. I think it got downloaded now. Let's see the WebDriver now. Mm, yeah, it got downloaded. So import the driver. Okay. And after importing that, let's write a method static void initialize driver. Okay, let's initialize a driver, and this method is gonna take a browser name that's gonna pass from a test class. So for now, we are going to write this class here and int implicit weight. Implicit weight. Okay, implicit weight. All right. And then here, what are we going to do is we are going to write a switch state. So based on the test class, if the test class is calling for a Chrome browser, we will just filter based on which browser it is taking. So if it is a Chrome browser, we are going to filter or Firefox or whatever. Edge, we are doing the filtering here to lower case. Then we have to write the cases here. Okay, case. If it is Chrome, if it is a Chrome, then what are we going to do? WebDriver manager. So guys, one thing I want to tell you is um, um, if you are a newcomer, this is the luxury you have, the WebDriver manager. It's a facility for you to directly jump into the Selenium. But before, like 10 years ago, this was not the case. What we are supposed to do as an automation tester, we are supposed to download the browser driver, and we have to make sure the browser is downloaded and there is a compatibility between the versions of the browser version should match the driver, WebDriver version. If there is no match, it never used to, it's not that easy to find out the good match. And sometimes the browser is old, and there is a lot of compatibility issues we used to take care before, but WebDriver Manager is going to take care of all those things for you. So it's a very good luxurious thing for us to just use this facility directly by declaring like this. Okay. Um, so here I'm gonna just, I have set it up the Chrome driver here already, and to this driver, I'm just initializing the Chrome. Okay. Okay. Chrome driver, and then brick. Same way, I'm gonna do it for for Firefox and Edge. Firefox setup is dot Firefox driver, and I'm going to instantiate Firefox. Okay, same with Edge. Edge complaining because it's repeated. All right, same thing for Edge. Um, Edge driver dot setup. and I'm gonna create edge. Okay. And if none of, okay. Okay. And if um, none of these browsers come through, I'm just gonna say invalid, illegal. I'm just going to throw an exception, throw new, illegal. Is it coming? No, right? Illegal. I think it's argument. No? Okay. Illegal, argument, exception. No? Why is it not coming? Let me save it first. Why? In default, I'm just saying throw new illegal argument exception here. Okay. Okay, guys, I got interrupted with a phone call. All right, let's continue. So we have declared a Chrome, Firefox, and Edge, and we are throwing an exception where I'm gonna say, see, this exception is gonna take a string, okay, string, and it will let the end user know that this is the problem. So what we are going to say is browser not supported if none of these browsers are given by the end user, like through the testing class, we are going to say that this is not a supported browser. Sorry, thank you very much. All right. And then, so these are the things we are going to do. And now to this driver, we have to make sure, when the automation starts, it maximizes the screen. And that's very common. We don't have to repeat it in each and every pages. So let's do it in this core. So what we will do is driver.manage dot window dot maximize. Okay, that's it. And we are going to write an implicit wait here. So what we are trying to say to the driver. So let's implement the implicit wait and then explain you what exactly I'm trying to do. So to this thing, what we are trying to manage is the timeout, implicit wait duration, implicit wait duration, okay, duration dot of seconds, okay, of how much, so we are just going to take from here how many seconds we are going to wait. So the main purpose of this line is we are telling the driver to wait until we find the web element on the browser, instead of throwing web element not found exception, um, element not found exception. Instead of throwing that exception, we are asking the web driver to wait for these many seconds. That is what we are trying to say. Okay. And then, so yeah, and then let's write. So this is the initialization of the driver. Okay, we are just doing initialize the driver. Okay, web driver. Next, let's do it for once we are done with all the things, we have to make sure, do the cleanup work. So for quit the driver, okay, quitting the web driver. So for that, we are going to write static quit driver. Okay, let's do this. And then we'll check if driver is not null. Okay. driver not equals to null, 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 then I'm gonna say if it is still there, some driver has Chrome instances is there. We have to, before we close the end of the automation tool, we have to close and clean up, right? So I'm just saying like this, okay? Okay, then I think we have to get the driver, right? We have to get the driver. Um, when we try to call this class, we need the driver, handle of the driver. For that, we'll write another class. So let's say public static and get driver. Okay. And what this method does is it returns the driver. Okay. It returns the driver and it returns the WebDriver. Okay. WebDriver, just the WebDriver. Okay. All right. So purpose of this is to get WebDriver instance. Driver instance. Okay. All right. And then what else do we need here? I think this is pretty much it, right? We are just getting the driver. We can get handle of this driver whenever we call this class from the test class. Okay, this is all done. Now let's create one more class, which is which can be a base page. And what the base page is gonna do is it will have all the common functionality for a page. Okay, all the common functionality, which is you don't have to repeat it in each and every page. Say we have many pages, right? Login page, we have a registration page, we have different pages like HTML page. If you go into these pages, for each and every like I mean to say, where is our website? um W3 schools. This is our restaurant. So we have so many pages. HTML is one page we have. Okay, inside HTML. To see these so many pages are there. So we'll just take login page for now, and then so we'll say base page, not Java. Okay, in this page, what we are going to do is we'll declare we'll declare. So this is the base page, and so that all the remaining pages, web pages, will extend this parent page. So we have to put it as protected so that it gets the references through inheritance. Okay, so protected WebDriver driver. Okay, let's import this and let's declare uh, let's write um, parameterized constructor here, okay, which takes a driver, okay, and then why protected, why is it, why it's giving an error here? Okay, we'll look into that later. Okay, so this dot driver equals to driver. Okay, all right. Then we're going to write page title is the common functionality that we see. So string get page title. Okay, let's do that. Page title. Okay. And it's gonna be done. Driver dot um, driver dot get title. Where is get title? Okay, and it's in the string, so we have to return this. Then one more thing is like navigate. We'll write navigate navigate to. We'll give the URL. We'll pass the URL, and driver should navigate to that URL. Okay, that is pretty much it about the base class. Now let's create pages. So we have created inside the code, we have created these two classes. Now let's create another package which is called as pages. Okay, framework is done. Now let's create pages. So inside pages, what we are going to do is let's create a class which is called login page Java. Okay, all right. Now what we are going to do is we have to extend base class, right? Extends base page. Okay, base page. So let's import this base page here. And over here, what we are gonna do is um, add constructor. Please add it. Thank you. We are going to add the constructor where it's gonna get this driver from the base class. Now, what is the main purpose of this page, login page? So if you go back here into this page, what are we trying to do? That is what we should implement in this page. We are trying to read this element, web element. We are trying to read this password element, and we are trying to click on the login button. So that is what we are trying to do. So for that, we have to make sure that we we are able to read the XPath of this email. So let's do the XPath of this email. So XPath is, this is the right element. So we have attributes called a name. There is no ID. Class is there. So let's write an XPath. Okay. Let's write the XPath here, and then we go back to the code. Okay. So how do we write an XPath? Slash slash, and what is the element there? It's an input element, and then we know the attribute. There is a name attribute, and that has the name of the attribute name is email. And let's see, yes, see, when we do like this, it's giving 1 out of 1. So it is having only one web element with this name. So we take this XPath, and then we have to declare it in our class. Okay. Okay. We have to declare it in our class. So the way we declare is we have to take find by. Okay, find by XPath. That is what we are trying to do, right? If you're finding it by ID, just say ID. Instead of XPath, you just say ID equals. Okay, and then give that thing. But we are doing it through XPath, right? So we're going to say XPath, and within double quotes, we put this value. And what are we trying to do is we will take a private web element with the user, but that is the username field, right? So that is what we are trying to do. So just import the state on the annotations here. So that is what. So in the same way, we are going to do for password. So let's do it for password as well. For password, it is again name equals to password. So it is the same thing. Let's copy and let's change the names as password. Okay, password and let's change this name as password field. Okay, all right. And then the last thing what we need is a button. So let's see button. So for the button, we don't have ID, we don't have name. So we'll take class. Okay. So the way we'll do is this is again a button. So let's write the XPath here. So let's copy this. Okay, let's copy this. Okay, okay. Let's start the XPath for this button and at the rate, what are we trying to take? Class, right? Class equals to the name of the class is this. Okay. See, there's only one class. One out of one means it's just only one. So let's copy this like the path as well, and let's 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 copy again this one. Mm. We'll say it is logging done. Okay. Now we have identified and located all the elements now. Now let's write our own methods for this class. We are going to write the method enter user name which accepts string user name. Okay, and the this is what the user field. It's gonna say send keys of this user ID. So guys, we are going to get this username from the test class, and that value is going to substitute here, and it will pass it into the browser web element. Okay, the same thing we are going to do it for password. Okay. Mm, word, and here also we'll change enter password. Okay, and here we are going to take password field and password. All right. Okay, and the next last method we're going to do is, so these are all actions what are we doing on this particular page. Okay, and click, maybe we'll say click login. Okay, and then what are we going to do with this web element? We are going to just say dot click. That's it. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We are done writing our coding in the source.java. Okay, source main.java. So let's come to this test now. We have designed one page. So guys, you can design as many pages as you can. You can just keep adding on those many pages and do your implementation. What is your action is going to do, and based on that, you come up with your own test class here. Okay. So I'm gonna create a test package here. So I'm gonna create a tests is what the package name. And here inside this, I'm gonna write test case for login page. So I'm going to call it as login test. Okay, login test. Be careful with the names. Um, Java is all, you have to follow the convention of the Java when you're working on site with the companies. So just follow that. Okay. Um, and it's just a way of, professional way of doing it. It is also accepted if you write capital O, capital G, something like that. But in companies, they don't accept that convention. All right. So in test login, here what we are going to do is we are going to take methods like, uh, in testng, we have before class and after class. So before this class is called, what are we trying to do? So that we are going to implement it first. So before class is gonna call, okay, before class. So here before the class, this method is gonna call setup method. Okay. In the setup method, what are we are trying to do is we are going to call framework core dot dot. Why is it's not recognizing my class? Let's go back here. Let's take this class name properly. I think there is some spelling mistake in my typing. So let's take this like this. Okay. Yeah, it just imported. I think it will, yeah, it got this initialized driver. We'll take that and we'll take edge. Maybe we'll take edge for now and we'll give 10 seconds, 10 milliseconds as the implicit wait. This is what we are going to do. We are just initializing the Edge web browser, web driver in the setup. In the same way, um, when we are done with the testing, we have to do after class, right? We'll write that one also. So just, okay, after class, it's imported. Here we are going to write view tear down. So all these are, from TestNG has set up, day down, and all these things. Here, what we are going to do is we already written a code like a quit browser. So we are going to call the same thing, quit driver. Yeah, not browser, quit driver, I think. Yes. So yeah, these are the two methods that we will going to call before class and after class, before instantiating this class and now. Okay, and now we're going to write our test, public void test login. Okay, but if you want to execute this test, you have to write this annotation. Okay, you have to import this annotation from testng. All right, now now we have to uh, on what page are we trying to invoke, on what page are we trying to test? We are trying to test the page, login page, right? So we have to create um, a reference, login page equals to new login page. Okay. And then if you remember, there is a parameterized constructor over there that no, no. There's a parameterized constructor. If you remember, if you go there, um, we have the WebDriver, which is calling the super class, which is the base class. Okay, so the same thing we have to do it here. So here we are going to call the framework core dot get driver. Okay, if you remember, we did get driver there. So get driver is returning the driver of this class. Okay, this is okay. So yeah, so get driver, and then what we are going to do is the first initial step is we have to go into that URL where the so we are going to call navigate to, and the URL we are going to use is for login is this one, this URL we are going to use, right? Is this is the right one? Let's see. W3 school, W333 schools.com. And what is the correct URL? This one is the correct URL. Okay, let's copy and paste this URL here. Okay. And it should be within double quotes. Okay. It accepts string, right? URL is a string. So it should be within the double quotes. Let's close this for now. Okay. And then now login page dot, what is the we have written a method for the username, right? So the username is, you can take your own user. So I'm using this one. Okay. And password is login page dot password, enter password. And oh, what is it? So, okay. Then what I'm going to do after entering these two, I have to click on the button, right? Click login is what we are going to do. And what we are going to verify after logging into the page, we are going to verify the title. So we are going to say assert equals of login page dot, this is the actual one. I'm just verifying the title. That's it. I'm not doing anything. Guys, just understand the concept. Um, and that should able to do anything, any kind of functionality, what we want. So this is just the concept. I'm not going to show you all the test cases. This is a basic test case to show you how to write a automation framework. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna validate this one. This just one thing. And one last thing we have forgot is we have to create a testng.xml file here. Okay, that's very important. Testng.xml, and it has to be created in your project main project folder. Okay, it should be outside the project folder. Okay, I mean, like it should not be inside any of the folders. It should be directly to your project. That is where it reads. all the XML things. So over here, we are going to. So yeah, before I forgot it to tell you. Yeah, I'm just simply verifying the title. That's it. If the title matches to this, it should pass. If not, it will fail. Okay. And test ng, I already wrote the example here. So let's copy it because it's like very time consuming when I type everything to show you guys. Here you have to make sure you give the right test name. Um, so according to us, let's go here and copy the exact package name. Okay. All right. Go back here, copy and paste. Okay. All right. And just simply save it. Okay. This is pretty much it. I hope it's not having any errors. I don't see anything as of now. So let's run this test. Did we forget anything to add? I don't think so. Let's run it now. See. Okay, it opened this link, it added, and it ran, and it ran 1 0 but failed. Okay, so let's go to the problem. Where can we find console? I think it's the console. Why is it not able? Okay, test results. What is it saying is because this dot is null. Okay, is null. It's getting a null value here, it seems. Let's see. Um, user field. Okay. Um, this dot user field, but enter username. I think it should be enter username. User field is empty. Why? What is wrong with this? Um, um, username field is empty. It is saying. Why is it saying empty? Like send keys of send dot username. Um, did we? Uh, we are giving enough weights, right? Um, what is wrong with this? Um, okay. Yeah, I think, guys, we forgot to declare the page factory in this web page, base web page. So let's declare the page factory um, over here, and init element. Init element. We are going to initialize this element of this class. So let's, yeah, this is very important thing. You should not forget that. So we are initializing the driver here in it for this class. So whoever the child class is, which extends the base class, will have the handle of this driver. That is what we have forgotten, and that is why it is saying it cannot find the element. The thing is null. So let's see here. And now it got executed, and here we are seeing that pass is one. We have one test case passed, and these are the test results. Okay. Um, if you see, it's this is the test case. It's different. We can even run it from the command line. The way we do it that is we go into Windows preference. I think it's in the navigate, no browser. Where is it? It should be in here. Yes, the terminal. You have to open the terminal and you say local terminal and click OK, and you go to your project. What is the name of the project that we gave here? Is the documents. What's the name of the project? Okay, in this, orange. That's going to do what? Yeah, YT, YT. This is a CD, YT. Okay, and after going inside, what we have to say is nvn in test. Okay, so you can run from command prompt as well as from the UI as well. Please verify invoke Maven. Oh, Maven is not in the correct path, it says. So let's see Maven hyphen version. No, Maven version. We say Maven is not there. It's not recognizing Maven. So what we do is we go into system environmental variables. Okay, not here. System um, system environmental variables. Okay, and we have to download the Maven, and we have to add that to the class path. That I have already done. This is how you have to create. And after doing that, um, after doing that, still it's not able to recognize Maven. Let's do one thing. Let's open PowerShell. You can do it from, I just want to show you how we can do it from your local PowerShell also. Not only from UI, you have to make sure you do it from your local PowerShell. So YT, okay, ls, okay, here you have the command type. And so here let's see, let's say npm hyphen version is there, it's there, right? So nvn clean test is gonna compile and run the test. Okay. What is it? What's wrong with this? Um, so Angular test also. I think we have to build first. We from here we have to say clean project, clean package. Yeah, and the clean package. Oh, uh, rerun by switching to hyphen yeah. Rerun Maven with hyphen e. is wrong with this? Let's see. I did got this working. Um, I don't understand why it's MVN. I don't have information. It's there. Yeah, even home seat. Oh, yeah. Then what else do we need? Moving to- Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. So we logged into, so we opened the terminal, right? And we connected locally and we entered into the workspace. And inside the workspace, we have to go inside this folder, Web UI Automation Framework. Okay. Let's go inside the Web Automation folder and hold on, guys. Yeah. So yeah, you go into this and then you have to say MVN clean it, so clean test. Okay, when you do that, it opens the browser and it can run, you can run it from the console as well. So just I want to show you that. Um, oh my God. So yeah, see the yeah. So the test is run successfully. So guys, yeah, this is how we are going to build a automation framework from the scratch. I hope you enjoyed this session. In the next session, I'm going to tell you how we can integrate Log4j reports to our project. Please like, share, and subscribe, and do leave out a comment if you have any questions. Thank you and take care. Bye.